Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tidbit. Today's Tuesday Tidbit is what is the difference between a hobby farm and a working farm? So let's start by asking the question, why is this question even being asked, right? How is this even relevant in the grand scheme of things? Well, conventional financing, so my arena, right? It covers 1 to 4 units and it covers residential properties. Okay. So you, especially in Colorado, might find a property that's on a little bit of acreage. Maybe it allows horses, maybe it has a little bit of a horse pen or some outbuildings, and there's some portion of the land dedicated to growing crops. Well, conventional financing has to be residential in nature. So does this go from residential into the arena of commercial or agricultural properties? The property I just described likely would still qualify for conventional financing. Okay, residential is an acceptable use of that hypothetical property I just described, and it's not being really used for commercial purposes. And that's the big difference. The government is more than fine with conventional lenders lending money for hobby farms. They're not okay with lenders financing properties for working farms or small farms or large farms. And the difference between that is hobby farm, you might be growing crops, but you're growing crops for recreation, for your family support, but you're not really growing those crops with the intention of selling them on the market, creating a business out of it, making profit. Okay. And that's the big difference. Is the land dedicated to crops for personal use, recreation, family, friends, or is it being used on a grander scheme of trying to generate a profit? If it's the latter, going to be needing to look for an agricultural loan or a commercial loan. If it's the former, for your friends and family, then it's going to fall into the category of hobby farm. Game on with conventional financing, which is going to have the best financing terms. Hope that helps. A little bit of a gray area. There is a distinction there, and it is kind of an important one when these types of properties do pop up. Fortunately, being in Colorado only, we have a lot of common sense. We know exactly, the area we're in, which is kind of one of the best things about Colorado. You could drive a couple miles in either direction, and all of a sudden you're in farm country. So it is kind of unique and cool. So yeah, it does help to have a local lender that's a little bit more well versed in the local area. Hope that helped you. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.